Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat! Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your daily message or massages. Big Cat, Wagwan! Every day is a blessed day that we kick our way out of the duvet, darling dear. Taking that breath of fresh air, knowing that you are guided and protected by Father, God, Mother, Isis. Call on your ancestors. At any moment, you are the chosen cat. Yes, baby, you've been chosen from your lineage to break generational curses and form new paths in the undergrowth. You've learned many things during this embodiment on Malkuth. You've learned that Malkuth is fraught and filled with codependency on every level, darling dears. As a big cat, you had to learn to be an individual. Stand alone, big cat. Why? Because you have everything you need from within. You're understanding how soul ties and these joining of chords, right, are made. You don't waste your energies on what casual relationships. Just kissing and touching can what? Form a soul tie. You realize that your energies are from Father God Most High, and that you've been chosen to give your testimony to the cats that are still lost, darling dears. It's not an easy task, because what you have to give, not everybody's going to listen. Some will fight you. Others will have you as what? The town idiot. Yes, baby, they'll turn you into the village idiot, because you choose to walk the spiritual path. Please excuse the adverts. I leave them on so that you can hear the message, because sometimes it's a message. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, Big Cat. Breathe in. And breathe your energies into this read. Energies up. Yes, Big Cat. That's what we're talking about. It's going to be what? The hoovering by proxy. We're going in on that because we need to know why. Why have they got familiars trying to tell you F shit? Whisper what fucking is into your shell like to try and get an emotion out of you, darling. I told you, whomsoever has your emotions is your king. The Libra moon today will form a healing vibe with the notes of fate. This is going to be leaving you inspired. Mars and Neptune share a healing trine, no less, this morning. This will help you resolve feelings of being rushed into giving out your trust blood. It's a trust rush. Yes. Mercury's connection to both Saturn and Chiron tonight reminds you that it's important to implement a reasonable plan to meet your goals. Make sure you're practicing patient. Be very patient regarding the outcome, darling dear. You have to learn how to be a patient cat. Yes, you set the manifestation off, but you can't live on it, darling dear. You have to hold it and then release it. Right, let's kick off with Varun, darling dears. Let's see who's in the room. Namaste, Cairo Kelly, Karen Ballard, Fist Bomb, KK, I'm VU, Shine. Namaste, big cats. Glad you could pop in. Oh my goodness, it's proper cold in the UK today. Yesterday it was -2. Today it's -3. It's so cold the snow is afraid to come out. I went to put the rubbish into the dustbin this morning. By the time, it couldn't have taken me more than 40 seconds. By the time I got into my house, I felt like I needed a face transplant. It was so cold. The devil is a liar. This is a lot of runes. We haven't had so many in a while. Peccadillos aplenty. But Big Cat, I'll take the one on the floor first. Pertho, the High Priestess, darling dear. Leading with what? A P. A big P. As well as what? Pertho is represented by the letters V and W. Somebody's got a Volkswagen. Beep, beep. This is also about harmony, darling dears. The numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11. This is about fate and destiny, darling dears. We've already seen it with the Libra moon attaching to the nodes that make you go within, darling dear. All answers come from within. The High Priestess also comes with secrets sitting between the two pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin. Something is about to complete for you today, darling dears. I feel like it's some form of what? Because the High Priestess sits before the moon, darling dear. Somebody's going to what? Conquer some form of emotion. It wasn't emotional mastery. Fist bump. It wasn't easy, Big Cat. When you get runes, you read them right to left. So we're about to see what's going on here. Look down. These were all face up. Right, next to Perfo, you have Dagaz, darling dear. And if you're going to get that next to the High Priestess, which is what? Judgment. It's a foot, darling dear, represented by what? The letter D. The number's 88. Sorry, yes, 88, 80. I had to call 88 today. It was apparent it needed to be called. Something to do with 88. 80, 81, 82, and 83. And it says something about daytime. Something important is about to strike you during the daylight hours today, darling dears. Pay attention. Write it down, no matter how obscure. Even what? A chance meeting. Write it down. There is something for you in that, darling dear. Something you're going to discover. Nothing like a bit of daggers to sort out who needs to be sorted out. Right? Oh, you also have Isa. This is represented by the Hermit. So much spiritual energy on the tableau, darling dears. Having isolated yourself, walk to the way of the what? Bushido. You're righteous, courageous, compassionate, respectful, truthful. You have honor. And you know what loyalty means, darling dear? This is a swear word to most you know that are truly codependent. When you step outside of the box that you was pushed and prodded into, darling dears, you realize that codependence is the majority of this Malkuth's go-to move. Isa is represented by the letters K-I-C, the numbers 36, 37, 38, and 39. This also speaks about what? A frustrating challenge. Somebody's going to try and what? Access your psychological password today, darling dears. Why? Because they're stuck. And your energies, even your frustrations, will give them that little what? That little bit of ignition, ignited, right? To go on, to go and F up someone else's life. Yes, baby. You also have what? Oh, you have error. This is what? Death. On its side, darling dear.
Make money with Amazon in 2021 is not by.
You heard the buzzer. It's bullshit, darling dear. Bullshit, and a whole lot of it. Scorpio energy, darling dears. This is about somebody who is what? A false rebel. This person is fraught with resentment. They haven't changed one fig. And they're starting to feel a bit immobilized. They're starting to feel the fact that your love, your all-encompassing love, has been taken from them. Your energies have been collected up. Why? Because you're the high priestess, blood, and you're serving what? Hermit energy. Push, clap, fist bump. Love it. Love it. Rupinder, glad you could pop in, darling dear. How are you doing? One day at a time. One day at a time, Rupinder. I read your messages and they touched me to the cockles of my heart. As Reiki Master Rupinder, I send you discernment. I send you strength. You will rebuild 1,000-fold, Rupinder. You will. Faith the size of a mustard seed. But don't forget to put your back into it, darling dears. You must, always. All days. Let's move on. Why, Rupinder? Because justice is on your side and at your back. The Libra energy of it all, darling dears. A season of resolution. This also speaks about what? A divorce, an ending of a situation. What you need to understand, darling dears, you have to divorce yourself from those skullduggerous, heinous crimes in your cranium first. Because your heart is squiffy and wicked. Your heart will bring up memories from the past, right? When you have to realize you was never dealing with the real person. It was their what? Doppelganger, their representative. Blind justice is afoot. Why? Because they're fugazi. This is Algaz, moon energy, a fake friend. Someone who walked with a lying tongue, mate. Full on what? Prakala or Prakalisha, High Commander Decepticon, of course. Hey, Daryl, is it Fiofu? I hope that's the right way because I'm telling you, tongue twisters are coming out this morning. Elegantly divine, I see you. Fist bump. Kenneth. Gridley, glad you could pop in, sir. Pinkies up. Yes, baby, the moon energy. Whomsoever is trying to what? Bring you down, darling dear. They are trapped in their own darkness. Know this.
If you're an online business owner, I really do think this would be very valuable for you. So.
Oh, you heard that, online business owner. Listen, I am what? The original salesperson for the $2.3 trillion on the tableau. Available to all between now and 2026 for your online creativities. Get it out there, darling dears. One day at a time. Many of you have started your channels and you're worried about the subscribers. It's not about the subscribers at the beginning stages, darling dear. It's about the quality of the works you put out. It's about planning your words before you put them out there. You can't just go onto the screen and just ramble on, darling dears. You have to have some kind of a plan, some kind of a direction. I've told you many times, if you can't get your speeches together, you download a teleprompter app, you load whatever you want to say onto it, and you get it on, and you get yourself a clicker so you can move the screen up and down. There, I've just dropped another peccadillo on you. Sort yourselves out, darling dear. $2.3 trillion. And I ain't getting smoke blood. Nor am I getting left behind. Can't you see all the fans? Somebody's got to clap. Better them than you, big cat. Better them than you. You see this hooveration by proxy, darling dears. It's to draw you back into the snare, right, of other worth. Everything that they do, these bottom-feeding high commander Decepticons, is to pull you back in. Or to have you what? Confused of eye and crusty of lip. Yes, yet again. 55 in the chat. That means let go. It all starts in your cranium, darling dear. And loving on yourself. And never forgetting this world is filled with the codependent. In all areas, you'll be surprised once you buff up your third eye to a beautiful shine, darling dears. You'll see it. Like cockroaches They will scatter before you, darling dear. They will. Who's that? Elegantly divine? No weapon formed against the big cat, you're right, shall prosper. But you need to know this. We already discussed that yesterday when we was doing the Congo line. Wasn't you there? Oh, yes. Right. Let's get the energy around this hooveration by proxy. What's their goal? Right. What is their goal? We had Algas, Fugazi energy coming in with what codependent snare, deception, and illusions are afoot. Why? Because they're lonely in a situation that they find themselves in. Nothing like what divine, right? Putting you amongst where you deserve to be. This hooveration by proxy. Somebody, if you're going for a legal situation with the death card next to the justice, this person is going to drag it out, darling dears. They don't want you to have a new beginning with the judgment. The judgment also speaks about an ex, right? They don't want you to have a new beginning. They want you to stay stuck, right? Just like Mrs. Havisham. Miss Havisham in Great Expectations. They want you in a long gown, right, up to your neck, right? Grey hair, looking squiffy, right? Having stopped every clock and waiting on them to come back. Oh, hell no! How now, brown cow? Never you ever, big cat, allow any of the skullduggeries to dare to come back and find you in the same spot you was when you gave them 2 of these and 1 of those. Love and light. Yes, baby. You know. I insist. Hey, risk management. Mo, I see you. You did the conga with me, girl. Fun times. Yes, baby. What about this hooveration by proxy? 2 wants to come up. Right. Look at this shit. Right. They're going to be working at it like a field hand. They're going to be coming at you, right? There's going to be no confusion. They're going to be coming around and telling you that I'm sorry. They've seen the light. Of course they saw the light. They saw the light of Dante's Inferno. Is it what, 7 levels of hell? Yes! Or is it 9? I can't remember. Somebody hit me up in the comments, right? They've gone through their 7 levels of hell, right? And they're coming in as an artist in your life. What's that in the background? I thought I saw a Joker's bell then. Yes, baby, they're coming to work at painting what a perfect picture. But behind that picture is full-on confusion. Hairline taking stuff, guys. They likes to come through it and hoover you. If you got progeny, they'll try it through the progeny. I told you, when that dickhead tried to hoover me through my progeny, right? Sending messages about, what was it? Bruno Mars, leave the back door open. Listen, I was twirling my butt. What do you mean? Which door where? I'm going to prison. How dare they? Listen, I had to calm myself down because I knew if I twirled the bat and allowed my prison braids to come out, it was a finished job. And I told you, big cat can't go to prison. I was in here twirling my bat like a majorette. Oh, hell no. How now, brown cow? Right. What's this? Because they will what? Isolate you, darling dear. Put you back in a box. Get control of your cranium, your finances, your good seat of emperors and empresses, to drop off a soul tide or 2, or possibly even the gift that keeps on giving. Epiphany Proudfoot. Glad you could pop in. Hey, Cola Baskin. What go on? Is it the 9 levels of Dante's hell they want to take you through? Listen. Listen. Hold on a minute. I might have to pull off my wig. It's got me no, it's not. I'm no longer perspiring. I've gone straight for the sweating, guys. No! Don't allow it. Right? Let's get another card to see what the overall energy of this fucking is. It can only be the romance, because we already saw an ex-friend, family member, somebody who's lost influence over you. Listen, I had to back off a family member the other day, right? Because they used me like an emotional tampon. Listen, I didn't want to be in your crevice anymore. When you're ready to leave, move on from that energy, you don't have to give no excuse. You can block who you want to block. You leave quietly, big cat. The same way they quietly disregarded you as a living, breathing human being. Only pulled you out when they want to tell you their issues and their problems. And when you tell them your problems, they go, that's crazy, that's mad. And then go straight back to what they've got. Listen, you can leave any situation anytime you want. What do you mean? You're grown, you wash your own bottom in the morning. You didn't tell anybody about that. So therefore you don't have to tell them when you're telling them 2 of these and 1 of those. You will know, read the energy. Don't let them drain you. Too busy co-creating in the name of Father, God, Mother, Isis. Hey, the lovely glory. New faces in this place. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. What's the overall energy of this skullduggerous ex-friend, whatever? Oh! They want to come in like it's new love, like you forgot. Did you forget, darling dears? I'm waiting to see if somebody's forgotten. Give me a cat if you've forgotten. I hope I pray to see, because we don't live on hope. I pray to see nothing but silence for the next 60 seconds. You won't even dare put up an emoji in case you draw this new love from the skullduggerous back inmate. No! They want you to be confused, darling dear. You better work your way out of confusion. Dot your I's, cross your T's. And start saying shit like, on everything I love, because normally when somebody shouts that out, you know it's about to pop off. On everything you love, which is what? Father, God, then yourself. Progeny comes in third. You can't love your progeny unless you love yourself. Why? You will drag them from situation to situation of other worth. The 4th and the 5th, the body in the bag. You must exercise your temple. Eat right. Get your snooze in, your sleep in. How do you think I kicked my way out of the duvet? I told you the biggest pressure I had in my life, right? For about a week and a half was my missing ring. And now I know her. Listen, I'm all over this ring like white on rice. If I put it down, I make sure I put it down next to the skateboard or on the skateboard. You find a place for that shiznai, darling dear, and stick a pin in it. Right? They want to come for... Oh! Listen! Bad juju is afoot. This is not chemistry, darling dear. There's something that you have that they want. Something that you're serving that they want. They, them, and Right. Let's get a deck. See what's going on. What was happening? Let me get a deck I haven't used in a while. I was gonna go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but you wouldn't have any confidence in me if I go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, right? Base of the deck. What did I just say? 6 of Cups. Somebody's having a bit of nostalgia. The scourge from the bottom of the pit. Where are they? They're probably at the 9th level of Dante's hell. Hey, Kishy Washington. Jovella Brown. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. I see you all. And I appreciate your energies. It gets the read moving along because we see what's going on here. Some of you have a monkey on your back. You better back that bitch right off. as we're fast approaching what? The grand conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter on the 21st of December 2021, darling dear. Saturn is a big boy. And Jupiter, listen, Jupiter can be squiffy, mate. But Jupiter will give expansion, truth, and abundance. Saturn comes through with the regulations, blood, and time, rules, as well as rewards. We are getting our gratitude lists together. Be grateful for everything and be humble like Jesus. This is all I can tell you, darling dears. You'll have to do the rest of the work and write whatever you want on your list. Then you'll burn it. If you want it set in stone, if it's something in particular that you are grateful to be away from, once you've burned, you take those ashes and you bury them at the root of a tree. Listen. What's this? The past energy was justice. Again, we see it, darling dear. You had to what? Rip off that blindfold and get what? Bad ass. You've got papers on them. In Kiva and Malkuth. Yes, baby, spiritual court as well as physical court. Having to leave a situation that was fraught with injustice, darling dear. This is the past energy. It wasn't fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely. But justice also comes in with what? Karma, darling dear, and fairness. You spoke your truth. Base of the deck. Big Pentacale. This is about healing energy. This is also, some of you could have spoken your truth over property, as whatever it was. Realize that your mental health, your psychological password had been what? Stolen. They'd almost got away with it. They was at the final straight, right? At having you at barking at passing cars, right? And looking like Quasimodo's bestie in them streets. They nearly did. Nearly. Not quite, darling dear. There was still a spark inside of thee. You had to get a grip, Scotty. The past energy you call justice. Until you claim the meaning of yourself and realize fucking easy is not for you, it will continue. And when that person pushes off, another one will take up its place. I told you this Malkuth is fraught and filled with codependency. Clarify this justice card. Thank you. From a listen, blood. Listen, I nearly. Woo! From a page, blood. The Page of Cups, right next to the Magician. This is doppelganger personified. This is a Judas in a Peter suit. This is somebody who is emotionally stunted, right? Possibly grew up around a master manipulator, right? Somebody who knew how to mix and blend energies. This also speaks about what? Whomsoever you freed yourself from in a justice kind of a way. With the what? Two of these and one of those, right? They're going to come through with some kind of apology. I told you. They're going to try and manipulate your progeny. I told you. The pages represent progeny. They're going to come through with a sob story. Listen. They're going to try and manipulate the situation to try and get back into what you've got. Oh, I didn't even see this, darling dear. It was amongst my whip. This is the Lovers. Equilibrium, darling dear. Balance. You will be given a choice. Choose wisely, big cat. Choose wisely. The Gemini energy of it all. Right next to the smokeation indicated Malkuth. Algas on this Malkuth. Yeah. They're going to try and manipulate progeny, darling dear. They're going to be what? They're probably going to give the progeny the whole intel on what's going on. As if a 3-year-old can understand the court proceedings. I'm telling you, they don't care. It reeks of desperate and homosexual. And not necessarily in that order. What's the current energy going on with the skullduggeress, right? Listen, we've got temperance on its face, darling dear. The temperance is the Sagittarius energy. This person is drinking, right? Every hour, one the hour is a cocktail hour. We've also got what? Drugging it up, blazing it up more than one time before the day's dawned. This person knows no moderation. This person is what? Filled with some kind of, how can I put it? When they think about you, big cat, this person gets still and it goes dark. A lot of evil intent is being directed towards you. I told you, some of them have got what? A whole altar in your name. You'll be surprised how people are doing the chaos magic in the dark, darling dears. This is why I caution you always. Not everybody you must break bread with. Me personally, I love to run I love to run out there into the Malkuf, right? With my Ziploc melons, right? My packaged almonds, right? And my bottled fizzy water. Not everybody you must break bread with. Read the energies, darling dears. They have attachments afoot. The energy of the temperance on its face, dears. This person is going through what they're wrestling with their inner child, and the Chucky is winning, blood. A lot of imbalance and instability. This is why they're going to try and what? Get justice. Wing their way back in. This could be using progeny or just a full-on village idiot, right? To say that this person is sorry, they're full of regret. I told you, big cat, regret is not remorse. Remorse is a Peter. Somebody who's in regret, they're a full-on Judas, mate. Oh, they're sorry, mate. Possibly at 60 feet. Drinking and drugging it up and blazing it up one time. This also speaks about what? Having no control of their emotions. So this person will pop off at the drop of a hat, right? Love to come through with fake apologies, but not really sorry about what they did. What's this? No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. Capricorn energy on its face. Look, major arcana, they've been stopped in their tracks. World card. You've closed that chapter. You are free at this moment, big cat. This is not the time for you to what? Allow yourself to be ensnared. Your present energy, you are shining. Infinite possibilities, a new beginning and a fresh start. Salvation knows your address, big cat. But you have to realize it. Some of you have to start embodying yourself in a bubble of white light. You have to change things, move things around in your cranium. Because this is F shit from a mud hut in the nosebleed section. Divine stepped in for you. Your ancestral team is there for you to call at any time. Utilize them. Willow Lepanto. Yes, utilize them. This is about you being free, darling dear. Free. Don't allow yourself to be ensnared or pulled down that particular rabbit hole. It goes straight to the 9 levels of Dante's hell. And you don't want it. What did I just say? Put no efforts towards it. This is the Three of Pentacles on its face. This is a broken agreement, darling dear. There is no teamwork there. There is fucking ease, health complications, dis-ease, unhappiness. Spirit stepped in on your behalf, darling dears. This now. You've got the Sun card on its face. Oh, hell no. What you need to pay attention to is the blessing blockers of it all, darling dears. Those that come in with to use you as an emotional tampon, right? Those that come in to gossip, right? Those that come with lies, right? All of the above. This is about protecting your energies. You are fast approaching. We all are fast approaching the Grand Conjunction. This is about you protecting your energies, darling dear, and being in the right frame of mind and on the right frequency. Saturn don't play. And Jupiter is quite happy to fuck you up as well. So be wise, big cat. The negativities of it all. Pay attention to that. Read the room. Lead with your third eye. Sometimes certain things happen and you're not sure about it. Baby, this is why you've got a notepad on your mobile. Write it down and read it back to yourself what happened. And if that don't have you at hockey sticks at dawn, I don't know what will. Pay attention to the bad energy, right? They also want you to what? Pay attention to what you've got going on, putting your back into it, whether you're studying, right? Some of you are drawing up plans for a new home or a new beginning. This also speaks about travel, darling dear. Travel what? To pick up your accolades, your certificates. Well-deserved rewards, darling dear, coming your way. But you have to what? Stay focused. Pay no attention to those that come with the bad energy. Read the energies, darling dear. And you have to understand whether they coming to take or give. Base of the deck, darling dear. This ex-person, hey! They're like, what a fart lingering, mate. And it's not a very nice one. Feels like it needs to blow up the gaff. Yes, the Six of Cups. It was in the upright before, darling dears. This is about you what? Getting your emotions in check. This is not about you living in the past, darling dear. This is about you releasing that shiznai, packing it in, putting a lid on it. Don't give yourself cognitive dissonance. It's not fun and it's not lovely. On the back of that is depression. And what comes with depression? Confusion. And right beside that is lack. Come on, big cats. Don't allow the past to come back in because they didn't want you to move on. And they are full on sorry. Four of Cups on its face. I told you. They're sorry and full of regret. Right, we don't care about regret. Put the bell back. Right? Read the room, darling dears. Once you chose to choose you have seen miracles afoot in your life. Attitudes of the bottom feeders. I mean the others. Their attitude, we've got the King of Cups, trying to be immature in their emotions, right? This could have been the King of Cups is a husband, right? So we have the Justice divorcing from a master manipulator, right? What else about this King of Cups? What do we need to know? This was an isolated situation. We've only got, what, 2 court cards on the table. This person kept you in a box by yourself. They wanted you to be under the thumb, right? These cards are all getting confused. How did they get so turned around? Right, let's give it a good shufti. Why is the King of Cups here? The attitude of others. Somebody's looking at some kind of agreement, some kind of documentation that you had together. What's this? King of Cups. Hey, deaf to that I nearly said situation. It's right. This is the rebirth of you, Law 25 of the 48 Laws of Power. Recreate yourself on a daily basis. The only person you need to be better than was the cat you was the day before, darling dears. You have to understand, right? This person may come through and tell you that they have an illness. Try and work on your emotions. Oh, from a fake empress. So again, we all know what's going on here. STDs are afoot. They got the fugazi. They sure did. Look, I can't make it up. Brock Pocketers knows their address, right? If they're working like a field hand. This is the God card for some in tarot. On its face, right? On its face, this is not of God, darling dear. This is a reverse in finances. Energies outside of yourself is Brock Pocketers. Whomsoever or whatsoever they hooked up on, mate. Gold Dilla, golddigger.com. The Skrilla is not running how it should be. This person is emotionally distorted. And did I tell you that they are eviscerating this reverse empress, right? They're getting it. Whatever that personage did to you, darling dear, this person is getting the what? Wiki, wiki, wiki. Dubplate remix. They're getting it. And they're trying to keep up appearances. It's not a healthy situation. This borders on desperation. It also speaks about spying, wishing that the big cat would come back. Are you mad? Blood, bra, or sistering, deaf to that shiznai. I told you, this person is going to come through with some kind of an illness. I don't know if it's an itchy, scratchy, or one of the soul, but they need your energy to get back online, your attention in any way. Easter Island, Stevie Wonder, Darkest Glass, right? Restriction orders, right? Restraining, restricting, the same thing. Whatever situation they found on, it wasn't what they expected. They expected it to skip off like Little House on the Prairie. No! Oh, how now, brown cow? Mud hut. It's a mud hut, Pavali. Yes, it is. What do you say? Gemini Empress? Yes, baby, I defected. They're not happy with this situation. If they've got an empress, this chick tried to get pregnant, right? And every one of them has been missed. I told you, we all have the choice before we take our first breath on this Malkuth, whether we're going to activate the contract or not. These babies have chosen not to come. A destabilized situation, a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, blame shifting, projecting, right? Passive aggressive, right? Just to keep this reverse empress on their toes. Well, the balls of their feet, darling, yeah. It's called the eggshells. They're getting it. Their attitude is very bitter, it's twisted. Everything they see about you is not, they're not happy because they spend time to see if you're dead, to see if you're broke, to see if you've got another abuser at your domicile. They want to see all of these things. Oh, thank you, Gemini Empress. Let me put you in my prayer book. The fairies have brought back my pen because I paid no mind to it. Thank you very much, darling dear. As I was saying, darlings, what's going on here is this is how can I put it, an abusive situation, but they're both aware of what they bring to the table. And I don't know what they're using on each other, because I'm telling you, there's nothing to gain in this situation except F shit and fucking ease. Oh well, that's their business. But this person is definitely going through some kind of an illness. I believe it could be mental health, because we see both of these things, the mental cards, darling dear, and health on its face. Their attitude is very dark, dismal, right? And looking for a power grid. It better not catch you, big cat. You better be doing your 1-2 step. Hey! That is not good chemistry, right? They would love to keep an open mind so you can have a sister wife, right? With a whole naked baby in the background. Look what's underneath. You better release that mother foe. Those of you that are thinking back, I'm going to hypnotize your blood clot this morning. Listen, you will not go back to the darkness. You will not. If you go back to the darkness, you will get a prolapse womb and a flatulent, or what? A sophatum. Yes. Good. Right, you're not going back. We've sorted that out. Okay. Listen, I work on you any way I can. I've got to get you out. This is my purpose. One cat at a time. This is why I come to you on a daily basis. Some of you have forgotten how to laugh. I come and give you the gift of humor, because if you can laugh, you can heal. And if you can heal, you've landed on your back. Thank you, Rapinda. I could do this after, but I like to get it there and then so that I don't forget, because I'm telling you, I'm a busy cat. Hey, trust and believe. Look, the original bad girl, bad boy, bad news best, stirring up shit in the background, right? Wishing all sorts of bad things. There could be as much as 2 progeny involved in this situation, right? This is a liar. Look, looking at you. The Queen of Pentacles, they're talking some shit on your name, right? Trying to ensnare you into F shit. This is what? Bad luck, darling dear. Whatever messages they're trying to get through to you, you better buff up your third eye and know your worth, darling dear. Understand you're the power grid. You have the what? The loyalty. My Queen of Pentacles is also my single parent card. Don't listen to anything they're doing, and don't listen to any intel that they're sending in on the wings of your progeny. Pay no attention, darling dear. It's to get you off your gangster and to make you feel less than when you was the whole banquet. Yes, baby. Somebody's also going to have to be dealing with one of their progeny today who's turned out to be what? A Billy liar. They like to lie. Listen. Not listen. Lying. Don't like the lying, man. I don't. Tell me the truth and we'll deal with it. Lie to me and the truth bucks me up. Oh, it's on. Somebody's going to have to give some rules and restriction on the progeny today. Your best next step. Your best next step. Thank you. What did I say? Buff up that third eye, darling dear. Who's that? The lovely Glory? You need to shine that shit up. This is about what? Having the secrets. Having their file. Thank you, darling dear. Like I said, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You have the responsibility of your lineage, darling dear. You're going to be gifted with what? New intel. I told you that today is the day for you to write down whatever you have coming in. It may not come clear at that moment in time. Some of you will have to write down certain situations that's happened to you and read it back to yourself. Because I don't think you're getting the intel quite clearly. You're responsible, darling dear, and the biggest responses you have is over yourself. Don't allow yourself to be pulled into codependent situations, because they come with secrets and was it the 9 levels of Dante's hell? Yes. Your best next step is to avoid, darling dears, right? Secure your bag, secure your everything, right? Because they're raping everyone out there. Was it hide your wives, hide your kids? What did I just say? High Commander Decepticons. Be secure in your cranium in whatever you're doing, darling dear. In your spirituality. Wash your face like David. This is the 5 of Swords. Whatever negative words or energies that are being directed at you, remember that you are Hyoka. It's to get a reaction, to get you drawn in, and to what? Get you effed over at the Grand Conjunction on the 21st of December 2021. You've been given all of the intel, darling dears. You know what to do. Make sure that you're grateful. Start embodying it from today, or start it yesterday, darling dears. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Moon energy as well as water energy, darling dears. Your intuition is going to push you towards the truth. This is about you what? Not allowing your emotions to be pulled about. Don't be so sensitive in them streets, darling dears. Somebody wants you in a full-on mental missionary position with them on top, effing you over. Don't allow it. Final outcome, base of the deck. Make the choice, darling dear, a head over heart decision. Leave yourself from situations, relieve yourself from situations that you simply must be indifferent to. Don't allow nobody, right, from the past or in the present to put that blindfold on you again. You fight it. With a mentally, emotionally, right, spiritually, you fight it, darling dears. You are Hioka, and you are chosen as ibex of your lineage. Know this. All the twos are coming out. Split this deck. I can't make it up. This talks about what? Your business acumen. There could be as many as 3 progeny involved in this. The Page of Pentacles is the best one to finish off on. This is about helping hands, darling dear, true loyalty. Somebody who's at the beginning of their game. Someone who has business minded. This reminds me of you, big cat. This is about you what? Continuing to pay attention to what? Your multiple streams of income, your mental health, because it's your wealth, and continue to grow. What you left behind had to be left behind in order for you to come into yourself. Right. Where's my deck of the wicked? The ones that are going for it in the mud hut that was built on what? Quicksand. In a monsoon, as lightning was about to strike it. What's their issue? Right? Oh, told you, this is what's going on with the reverse empress. A marriage of convenience. An opportunist, a gold digger, no less. Agent Smith affiliate, a homosexual, a narcissist. And in some cases, they're trying to get a green card. Oh, they want to be what? Repatriated and in your lands. Right. They've got health issues. What did I say? Stay away from them, darling dear. They've got attachments of the mind, body, and spirit, right? They're not eating healthy. Good God. That brought so many dark memories or pictures into my mind, images that I will have to work really hard with my Ferrero Rocher to obliterate them from my mind, right? They're what? They have alcohol. Alcohol is my breakfast, right? Oh, and prolapse wound. Oh, they've got their panani in a sling. STD whilst pregnant. Oh, possibly that's why the baby slipped. Okay. Addictions. And Munchausen by proxy. I can't make it up. Right? Some of them got their whole body done and it didn't help. That tummy tuck, that tummy tuck couldn't keep backstabbing Timmy with the unsatisfied eyes. Yes, we see it all now. What else is going on in this particular what level of hell? The bottom of the pit, the nosebleed section, right? Where they what? They got a lift there. They was thumbing, right, on that highway to hell, right? And the spiritual short bus stopped just for them. Right? Oh, somebody's trying to copy your shit, a copycat. Somebody who has no substance, right? They've got an untamed and uncatalogued psychological disorder, a sociopath, a full-on hater, will kill, harm, right, to take your place. They wants to be you. Full-on single white female, and they wants revenge. They want revenge? Really? Because I ain't getting smoke blood. I told you already. Here at Don't Get Smoked Central, right? We are so turned up in our cranium. We learn on a daily basis. We ain't getting smoked. That alone is going to get me in my Tourette's, mate. Revenge against who? Are you mad? When you look at them, your whole ancestral team is looking with you. You better get your spiritual guides to tell their spiritual guides 2 of these and 1 of those, or they'll be sorry. Right? They seek to render injury for what they perceived as a slight. What's that? Your shapely back, law 16 of the 48 laws of power, by any means necessary. These homosexuals, these opportunists, in what? Fight, flight, or freeze mode. This is a hairline taker. They would love to have one more round, Julie, with what you've got going on to finish you off. This is not the time for you to be confused. This is the time for you to think clearly. And if you're unsure, write that shit down. I used to have a book of poison, and it sat at my back for nearly 3 years. And I burnt it. I believe it was the new moon in October. I burned that shit. Write it down, read it back, and then burn that shit. You don't want that negativity around you. Right? What did I say? They're in court, darling dear. They're on the docket in Keitha and Malkuth. Judgment. Lil Nas X in thigh-high red leather boots has just taken a seat at their table. And I'm telling you, when it's ready to start, if it hits you in the wallet, the pocketbook, the handbag, and we already saw, right? Where's that big pentacale? The Skrilla is already on its face. Let's get a different deck, right? So what we want to know, what exactly? Let's get another deck. What exactly? Let's narrow it down. Let's get right on it, because we are an investigative kind of a cat. What exactly are they going to try and do? Oh, I told you. They're going to hoover you by proxy. Pay attention, darling dears. Don't listen. They're going to try it because they're worried about you and what you've got going on. They didn't expect you to be gifted by Father God Most High. Common sense. Yes, baby, Father God gave you what? A new improved, right? 3,000 flip-flop, right? And it's straight. This is about your mental health, darling dear. Some of you are getting paid where they thought you'd have nothing. We've got the 2 and the 7, right? The High Priestess and the Chariot after you did the Congo line. Are you kidding me, blood? This is about you having to isolate yourself in order to grow in your spirituality. Become what? Uncodependent, darling dear. You had to break away. Right? Continue to keep your boundaries high, darling dear. What? Fendi, Prada, and Gucci never goes on sale. Keep your boundaries high, darling dear. And if they can't meet it, oh well. Oh well, you need nothing but yourself on this Malkuth. And if you can't trust and depend on yourself, you're lost. Easy pickings, right? For those slimy ne'er-do-wells. What was that comment? I put up something on the community board. You've got some cats out there crying, right? They've got whole degrees, they've got doctorates, they've got businesses, they own their own home, and they're crying over a bottom feeder who only has what? The command of a birth certificate. Listen, 144 in the chat room. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, the chosen number. I've told you many times, 144,000 is for each generation. And you, big cat, have that particular what? It's not even across the bear, it's a blessing. When you first wake up, you feel alone, but it's what you coming out of the codependency sleep, the dysfunctional sleep. Back them all off, because Spirit's about to give you another gift. This is the Star card. A miracle is afoot, darling dear. A miracle. Love it. Posh clap. Let's go with my FP 555 Oracle Intel, because we are at the 60-minute mark. And then I'm going to be coming back with... I keep wanting to say eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know why. With the air energy read. Final messages for the big cat as they continue to circumvent F shit. Be aware of the fuckities, those coming in with lies, darling dear, to have you what? Tongue wrestling and confused in your cranium. If somebody comes around you, right, and you're confused about their intention, that person is not for you. There should be no confusion in it. All these cards are dropping on the floor. Yes, baby. Two big boys, right? Whatever they wish for you, whatever they want to take down or take away from you, it's a boomerang effect, darling dear. Efficient 613, zip up into that bitch on a daily basis. Your spiritual armor. No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper, especially the one that's trying to drip or bleed its way into your cranium. We do not look at the past unless it's for reference material. We don't look at the past and cry because I told them tears will cause wrinkles. You rub them bitches in. You dry your eye. On your pentacles. Right? What else fell out? Where are they? Oh, here it is. Right? Pinky's up, darling dear, because we're living in our North Node. Go for your birth natal chart, the most important document you will ever have on this Malkuth. It will give you new perspective. It will show you your superpowers in your North Node. It will show you how to find your pentacles. It will show you how to handle relationships, right? To handle relationships is your 3rd, your 7th, and your 10th house, darling dears. Told you many times. Save yourself. Save yourself, because they will have you in the grave, right? We've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, water energy, darling dears. And it's all about what you've got going on, because they want to give you a big slice of karma, if you'll have it. Are you having it? Hey, hey! Because let me tell you something. My motto is what? 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, hit the door and don't come back. Tinky Winky today and every other day. Continue to co-create in the name of Father God Most High. Continue to what? Live in self-worth. Better to be alone than amongst backstabbers. You heard that beep, darling dear, because I speaks the truth, roof. Big cat always lands on its back, because as we look up, we get up. And you remember, big cat, as I leave you on this, the only person you need to be better than is the person you was the day before. Continue to excel. Read something new every day. Learn something new. Why don't you find out about coding, right? About investing your pentacles, right? Don't worry about who was in the past. They are where they need to be, getting what they deserve. And it's not really, in most cases, for you to see, big cat. Just continue to embrace your freedom, right? And flex your psychic muscles, your intuition and your discernment. And get ready for the grand conjunction, darling dear, because baby, this has not happened for 400 years. Up to your 3rd generation after you will not experience the level of this proximity of these 2 big boy planets, Saturn and Jupiter. Take the energy, darling dears, the same energy that's been used against us on this Malkuth. Use it to your benefit, darling dears. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to Teesprings, where I have a plethora of paraphernalia that will surely titillate your fancy. I've got new merch out at the moment. Yes, baby, cushions and mugs that say what? My hairline comes first. Yes, baby, you need reminders, right? Some of you need to get your post-it notes out, right? Put it in the room that you're always in. You always have it your boudoir. Put on those notes in the present tense what you intend to co-create in the name of Father God Most High. You may think, oh, I pass it every day and I didn't even notice. Your subconscious sees it all, darling dear. You have strength. Your head is anointed. Remember, that table is set before your enemies. Don't invite them to your tableau again. And never be so codependent to need anyone, darling dear. You are a whole force to be reckoned with. but just know thyself. The high priestess always goes within. Every answer comes from within. And if you're not sure, write it down and read it back to yourself, mate. Nothing like that. To see it in what? The black and white, to get a thing or two dotted and crossed out. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.